Now watching LSSC TV. I am the host, A Boogie Gaza King 5-1 to the 6, aka A King Zito. Living and surviving with sickle cell. The video today is by Rutgers Cancer Institute of New Jersey. This video is about different patients that's living with sickle cell disease. This video was posted 2 years ago. The Cancer Institute that they actually show in this video, I actually went to, is at Robert Wood, Dr. Drachman. He is a teenager hematologist, oncologist. So I know this office, but it's like I said, it's different patients, talking about sickle cell, and one of the patients' kids' mother. But I hope everybody in this video is doing well, finish college, have a family, and have a good life. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and hit the bell for all notifications. But let's get into this video.
I found out when I was about 5 or 6, but I never really started to soak it in and learn about it until I was in middle school. That's when I really wanted to be like a normal kid, and I didn't have the opportunity. A lot of times, like I said, I couldn't walk. I didn't want to be bothered. I kind of just wanted like my medicine, and then I'm like, leave me alone. Let me go through this by myself and deal with it.
When I come into the ER, I automatically have a fence on. I'm just like, okay, going in here, they're gonna think I'm addicted to pain medication.
Facts.
How do I convince them that I'm not addicted to pain medication and I'm not just asking for it just to ask for it?
Facts.
I get chronic headaches that I still get for.
And I really don't know. That puzzled me. It puzzled me, man. Why that stigma is on us sickle cell patients. And if they could only imagine the pain that we go through. Even cancer patients. You know what I'm saying? But sickle cell patients get the stigma more. But if you can only imagine the pain, that really puzzled me, man. It really always did, But let's get back into the video.
I think almost a decade now that I've been having the same headache. I know the hip pains, the joint pains, and everything else. That's like a stabbing pain. I can barely move at times. I mean, I get frustrated from it. It's very frustrating because no pain medication really works for me. So,
Then I just
the pain is there.
it only dampers
it's not something that you can
for
ignore,
like
but I
an
have to
hour or
ignore
two.
it just to get.
Not even that
the
long.
day going.
Sometimes if the
When
crisis
I'm
is
having
real
a
bad.
crisis and it's 2 a.m. in the morning, I try to have a bin of snacks like right underneath my bed.
Facts.
So I'll
Excuse me.
grab crackers, eat a few, and try to eat them really quickly, then chase it down with some water, and then go to my drawer, which is not that far from my bed. It's like 5 feet from my bed, and then start off with something soft, which is Motrin, and see how that goes. If I'm not feeling anything within like 45 minutes, then I move on to the hard stuff like morphine, extended release, or immediate release, and go from there. Usually that does it, but
if you are sick, you deserve help. If you say you're in pain, you deserve to be believed.
Yes, Mom.
When I changed hospitals and I seen a girl with sickle cell, she was like just glowing, like literally. And I was talking to one of the doctors who was like, yeah, that's also my patient. And when she came in, she was just as little as you. And like, don't worry, we're gonna get you there. It's gonna take some time, but we're gonna definitely get you there.
When we
See,
made
that's
the
the Cancer
transition
Institute
to the Cancer
at Robert Wood.
Institute, it was a trusted
Dr. D.
partnership. They knew that I had been fully informed. I didn't necessarily learn anything new unless there was something new on the horizon of what she could possibly be taking medication-wise. But I would say the biggest thing was quality of life. I didn't know could exist for her.
Shout out Dr. D and Dr. Beth. Well, Beth was an APN. Well, shout out to that office, man, at Cancer Institute. They're pediatric cancer and oncology. You know, so yeah, I went there when I was a teenager. I think they kept me up all the way. I was to like 23, I think.
Such a frail little girl. And all she wanted was to be with her friends in school.
It was difficult. I know I was always lying to like the friends that I did make. Um, it was hard to keep in touch with them too. And it's hard to articulate what you have going on to people that are your age because you're only like 10, 9. You don't even know what's going on.
Facts.
And to try to explain to them what's going on, they kind of treat it like, ew, I don't want to be around that. I don't even want to know what that is. So it's kind of easier to just not talk about it to them.
Friends would come up to me like, hey, you're never really here. What's going on? And wanting to tell them the truth, but also knowing it's probably best to just push it under the rug.
I was scared of them knowing as well underneath all of that because I just didn't want to be bombarded with questions of like, oh, what is that? What do you do? Like, why are you always sick? And I'm just like, it's fine, I'm fine, I'm fine type of thing. Because, like, there's too many questions being asked. And as a kid, like, I was aware of it, but also I couldn't answer all the questions because I wasn't fully aware at the same time. Like, I just knew I had this disease and it was doing this to me and I needed this. But, like, I also didn't have all the information to explain it to, like, my peers at the same time.
There was a lot of bullying because, of course, my eyes were yellow.
Yellow.
Nobody understood why, but
Yeah.
I didn't even know why at that young either. So I would just be like, okay, that's normal. I never really looked into people's eyes and be like, okay, your eyes are different than mine.
Making friends was easy. Letting them into like my sickle cell experience wasn't easy at all. It's something I really don't like talking about. It's something I don't tell all my friends about. Most acquaintances that I have who know me don't know I have sickle cell. Only my close friends know that I have sickle cell. So it's something that I don't really like to share. But yeah, it's something that as I get older, I'm feeling more comfortable in sharing it and voicing it. But like when I was younger, it was definitely something that I'd keep to myself.
She went from barely having a life at all to having quality of life. That's what I learned. That's what we learned. That's what she learned. That life wasn't just sickle cell.
Fact.
She began to live. She was doing things that I didn't know that she would ever amount to. I think that's what the last place didn't focus on. Giving the patient enough quality of life. When my daughter was very young, I told her from the beginning, you're going to college. You're going to succeed. And you're not allowed to use your medical condition as an excuse for failure. It doesn't work that way.
Yo, that's what my mom and my sister Nikki Timu, my grandmother Nanny, God bless the dead. Mother, they always used to say that. Like, most people, that's what I'm saying. When they see me, like, most people, if you don't know me, you can't tell. You couldn't tell. They couldn't tell I had sickle cell the way I carried myself. Because they said, all right, with sickle cell, I couldn't play sports. I still try to play sports, basketball, football. I I did normal stuff that sickle cell patients, you know, not supposed to do. I carry myself different, a different way. So I respect what she just said.
I told her as a mother, I told her as a social worker that the rest of the world is not really going to care.
Don't care, yo.
Your mama cares.
Facts.
Your teachers will eventually care. Your family members undoubtedly care, but the rest of the world is not going to care. So we got to figure out how to maneuver in this life. These are the cards that we have. We got to deal them. We got to play what we've been given. You're not allowed to use this as an excuse not to push forward.
Well said, Mom.
There were a couple of times she's in a hospital on a morphine drip, nonetheless, with a bolus button that she could control.
PCA pump.
And the only thing I could tell her is, once this is done, we're getting right back on that horse. Oh, okay, Mom. But right now I'm sick. I know you're sick.
Just like my mom, yo.
This is just a day.
It's crazy.
This isn't your whole life. This is just a day. It's a bump in the road. We have bigger things.
I used to get mad at my mom and be like, yo, y'all don't understand, yo. Y'all don't understand. But as I got older, I thank God that my family had pushed me like that. And my mom pushed me like that. It didn't treat me like I had sickle cell, nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like my sister, like, nah, I'ma still do this to her. So I thank God, so I can relate with this lady saying, you know, her daughter, you know what I'm saying?
To do. We have bigger fish to fry. Once this is done, back on that horse. And she's kept that. She's had a couple of minor crises, sickle cell crises, while in college. She'd tell me about it like a day or two later. I'm like, what? What happened? How did you handle it? Mom, I just did what you told me to do. I did my deep breathing, and we started cognitive behavioral therapy so she could just start breathing through the pain. Once she figured out that didn't work, okay, we're going to try Motrin. If that doesn't work out, we're going to try the next thing, acetaminophen with codeine. Yes, I can actually remember that word. If that doesn't work, then you take it up to the next level, which sometimes meant morphine, extended release, or morphine immediate release. Mm-hmm. You do what you have to do for that moment. It's just a moment in time. Mm-hmm. It doesn't dictate what you do with the rest of your life.
Facts.
Once it's done, you get back on that horse, you get back on your school studies, you call your internship, you call your job, you let them know, I was down, I'm back. Let me know what I got to do.
When I was picking my career choices, I wasn't thinking about my sickle cell, so I just went with probably the worst thing to do, having sickle cell. But it's one of those things where I'm really passionate about. My career goals is eventually go FBI or maybe even a police officer. But as I got older, I realized police officers get unlimited sick days, so it might be it might work out for me in the long run if I do eventually get there.
Maya knows that she can't just deal with this by herself. She's now beginning to be comfortable in her own skin enough to start telling people about it. Make that choice to move forward. What can I do from this perspective? Yeah, I'm in pain. Yes, I'm lonely. Yes, I'm tired. Yes, I'm frustrated. What am I doing? Ask yourself, am I making it worse by sitting here? Or am I being proactive? Am I talking to someone? Am I letting them know this is happening right now? Call me in the next 10 minutes. Keeping everybody involved.
So, he traveled to Mexico, Cali. He graduated in 2017, so this video old. They must have just uploaded it 2 years ago. Yeah, see this video old. Most of them graduated college and high school. Man, shout out to all these patients, man. They graduated college, everything. College wasn't for me, man. So they are, this video's old. I guess it's from 2017 or what, I guess. But they uploaded it 2 years ago. That's the video, guys. Thank you for watching. And have a good night. Good morning.
One could say I had some struggles with nursing school.
Good night.
I struggled throughout nearly all nursing school.